Good morning, you beautiful people. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day today. I really hope you are. Welcome back to another episode of my Building the Perfect Call of Duty series. This is a series in which I take individual parts from every Call of Duty, give them our own personal spin on them, and hopes to create our perfect Call of Duty. This episode is necessary to make. Unfortunately, it's necessary to make. It's really simple, so I'm going to get it out of the way early so it's not in the back of my head anymore. It's out on paper or in video form. Let's talk about hit detection and lag compensation. Now, perhaps defining our terms, like I said in the first episode, might be necessary here. Hit detection and lag compensation are often misused by everybody, but they're misused to a point there they are a misnomer, which is something that is misnamed. It is named incorrectly. However, the point we are trying to get across is still made. That communication is still there. It's a really odd thing about our beautiful English language that we have, a misnomer. So lag compensation is 100% necessary in any and every first-person shooter. Without any lag compensation, it would be so unplayable to play any game. Where we would have to shoot would be completely different from where the character model of our enemy actually is. I believe the proper term for what we are trying to convey right now is the net code of a game, how that lag compensation type is manipulated or dealt with in an individual game. There is a great commentator who knows a lot about this net code stuff and connections and all this stuff. His name is Oven Baked Muffin. I will link his channel here in the description and here in an annotation on screen. Go check him out. Go watch his Black Ops 2 lag reviews, Modern Warfare 3 lag review, lag compensation talk, discussions, whatever, and his Ghost one especially. He is very knowledgeable, and he is very clear and concise with his points. He is a beautiful YouTuber, a beautiful person indeed. Defining our terms kind of out of the way now, hit detection in a Call of Duty must be perfect. If I am aiming ever so slightly to the right of you, I do not want a hit marker because I need to be rewarded for good aim. This is our entire goal here with Call of Duty and its hit detection and lag compensation. Where we are aiming, what we are experiencing, where we are, where our body is, where our enemies' bodies are, is actually where they are. Where we perceive it and where they actually are one and the same. That is our goal. That is the best experience we can get in a Call of Duty. The reason this is because if we do have terrible accuracy like myself sometimes, then we can say, okay, that was my fault. I need to get better. I am the more unskilled player, and our opponent is the better skilled player. He was able to get on target faster and quicker and remain on target through its recoil, through the gun's recoil. Whereas if we have a terrible net code or lag compensation like we have in Advanced Warfare, our reaction time, our aim really doesn't matter as much, and the more skilled player may not necessarily win that gunfight, which is not our goal when building the perfect Call of Duty. 5 years after Modern Warfare 2's release, if I get a 4-bar on there, I can play it like it's day one with a beautiful hit detection and a beautiful lag compensation dynamic in Modern Warfare 2. Now, there's a lot of other things wrong with that game, but the hit detection and the lag compensation in that game were great. Now, there was a host advantage to where if you were playing as the host, then you had a little bit of advantage. Just because the internet, even with great lag compensation, there will be a host advantage to where what you see is actually 100% what is going on because you are the host, you are hosting the game, that is what happens. So if Modern Warfare 2 can do that 5 years after its release, the fact that Advanced Warfare has the worst lag compensation we have ever seen in any Call of Duty ever 5 weeks after its release is disappointing, it is incompetent, and it is inexcusable. There is no rhyme, there is no reason, there is no good excuse for Sledgehammer's incompetence at dropping the ball here. Now, I understand I am no developer god or anything. I have no idea how netcode specifically works. If you were to give me the option, say, okay, Donuts, you want the perfect lag compensation? Here, write it yourself. I don't know how. I completely understand that. I'm not trying to just be a backseat driver or a coach in the stands yelling at the actual football players, if that metaphor makes sense. I'm not trying to be that guy. However, when building the perfect Call of Duty, as I've mentioned in the first place, what actually is happening in-game is exactly what I should be perceiving, and that is my goal for my perfect Call of Duty. My experience with Black Ops 2 was completely and utterly ruined. I hate that game. That is my second least favorite game of Call of Duty because of its netcode. Advanced Warfare is completely ruined for me. Why? Because of its netcode. That is my least favorite Call of Duty. Call of Duty Ghosts is probably one of my favorite Call of Duties. Why? Because I love getting killed by M27s with double IEDs? Absolutely not. But because I have a great lag compensation, I have a great connection in that game that I can outsmart those people. My gun skill, my map maneuverment, my knowledge and smarts can actually make me successful in that game. I am rewarded for my brains and my accuracy in that game, which is not apparent in Black Ops 2 and Advanced Warfare, all because of the netcode. Now, time to kill guns, all of that, we're going to talk about that later, but solely looking on the netcode, Ghosts is a far significantly better game than Black Ops 2 and Advanced Warfare will ever be. Not many people agree that Ghosts is a better game than Black Ops 2, but I guarantee you, the majority of them will guarantee Ghost had far better hit detection and connections than Advanced Warfare or Black Ops 2. So that speaks miles for what I'm trying to get across here. So that is it. That is my lag compensation focused how to build the perfect Call of Duty. It's pretty simple. I wanted to drive the point home. What is actually happening is what I should be perceiving. I don't want to get around the corner and then die. I want to die before I get around the corner. That way I can learn from that experience and get around the corner sooner, or realize that I was at fault and there was no way I was going to win that gunfight before. It makes for a far better experience in Call of Duty, and it makes the player learn from his own mistakes rather than him not knowing it's his mistake or lag. So that's what I'm going to say about that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until the next absolutely beautiful Call of Duty morning, I'll catch up with you guys later. And as always, have a great day.